Hey scholars, welcome to the last Monday of the school year. This is definitely not how I planned to spend the last Monday of the school year with you. I thought we would all be in person, but here we are. Oh, this is so exciting. Last Monday, 2 days left, guys. Home stretch. You have worked so hard. You've grown your brain so much. You've done everything you can to keep learning. Even though the world threw some major curveballs at us, we have really handled it well this year. So thank you so much for your hard work. 2 more assignments and then summer bliss. Today, Monday, June 1st, objective, we learn all about it. I can write about a time that I experienced a setback but showed grit and pushed through. So we heard in our very last unit, all about Lewis and Clark. We heard all about their setbacks, their difficulties, how long they were gone, right? And they were known for saying something. I didn't mention it in the read aloud, but they were known for saying this phrase here. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And they did. They kept trying. Nothing ever stopped them from working hard to achieve what they thought they could do. So today, I want you to think of a time when you were not immediately successful at something. You didn't get it right away. And you showed grit and you pushed through it, right? So you didn't quite succeed, but you showed grit, you pushed through, and you were able to succeed eventually. I want you to write about how that felt before, during, and after that experience. Now, a lot of you are probably looking at this video at this point going, Miss Colma, what are you even talking about? So I'm going to write an example for you, and I'm going to write it in red today because the sweltering summer days are right around the corner for all of us, right? Summer, freedom, swimming pools. Actually, that reminds me of a time that I wasn't immediately successful, and I had to keep working at something. So my example for you, a time I had to show grit until I succeeded. When I was about your age, the pool I went to every summer with my brother had a swimming test for kids who wanted to swim in the deep end and go off the diving board. I did not pass that test for 2 years. For 2 years, I went to this pool every week, tried the swimming test, did not pass. So, I am going to write about if at first you don't succeed, try again. When did I show this grit? When I wanted to pass the swimming test so I could swim in the deep end of the pool and go off the diving board. So, I believe this was the summer I was 7 years old, so right about your age, 7, 8. So, I'm going to start my sentence. Every summer, I wanted to swim in the deep end. A nice long sentence here. In the deep end. But had to pass a test. I couldn't do it. Now, the directions are also telling me to write how I felt before, during, and after. So, before, every time when I went to try that test, I was excited, I was nervous, I wanted to try my best. During, it was exhausting. After, so at first, I felt upset every time I couldn't pass the test. At first, I was upset. I thought I'm never going to pass this test, and how embarrassing is it to be the only kid who can't swim in the deep end? I thought I'd never pass the test. But I kept trying. I showed grit. I didn't give up. While I was trying, so during, so before, every time before I succeeded, I would was so disappointed and upset. During this process, I kept trying. This is 2 summers in a row that I kept trying. I kept going back. I didn't give up. One day, I passed the test. One day, I finally passed the swimming test. And felt so proud of myself. I felt so proud. I was happy and thrilled. I was thrilled because I never gave up. I was thrilled because I had grit. I was thrilled because I had grit. So, that is my experience with a time where I wasn't successful right away. I didn't pass the test the first time I took it. It took 2 summers in a row of me trying over and over and over again. And then finally I passed it and could go in the deep end of the pool. So, this is my example of when I did not succeed. I said first you don't succeed, try again. I didn't succeed. I kept trying, I finally got it. So, that's my example for this writing assignment today. Your task is to think of a time that you didn't succeed right away and you had to show grit and keep trying until you got it right. I look forward to reading these experiences about a time you showed grit. A lot of you showed a lot of grit this year during school. Every time we took a test, I-ready weeks, right? A lot of you have shown a lot of grit this year. So think of a time you showed grit. Write about it. Send me that picture. All right? Stay home. Stay safe. After today, you guys have one more assignment, okay? We're almost there. I'll see you later, okay? Bye.